in the room. Hope I make it out.
I just finished filming a little cozy fall get ready with me of this makeup look. My friends are going to be here in an hour. We're having like a chill, cozy fall movie night. So I feel like I've spent the whole day running around, scrambling, cleaning the house, everything. I made pasta for dinner. I have a cheese board, some fruit, some little appetizers, but I still need to boil the pasta and also just like arrange everything. Our fridge broke a few days ago, so that's just lovely. So that kind of complicates things. Thank God we have like a second fridge in the garage because it's broken in the past. So I have a couple things that I need to put together that I've been like waiting off on putting together, just because we don't have like our fully functioning fridge. I decided to dress up as the strawberry shortcake girl, as I told you guys in my last vlog. I was gonna wear overalls because I'm pretty sure she's wearing overalls in the cartoon, but I thought my sister had left her overalls, but apparently she took them with her to school, so I couldn't find them in her closet here at home. So I just decided to be casual, honestly, and do a denim skirt moment because it's easy. But I'm wearing these strawberry earrings. They are so cute. I feel like they're just like perfect. Like as soon as I had that dream, I knew these are the earrings I'm gonna wear. I went a little heavy on the blush to tie in the whole look.
Is it better to speak or to die?
I'm so excited. Today is the day that I'm finally getting my teeth scanned for my retainers. I think today they're gonna rescan my teeth and then I have to keep these trays in until I get my retainer and then they can officially come off. I don't know if they're gonna do the teeth whitening today or if I'm gonna have to come back, but regardless, I'm so excited. It's crazy how quickly this whole process went by. I feel like I blinked and it's been 5 months and I'm done with my Invisalign treatment. Nothing is worse than when you're running late and your little sister leaves the car on 4 miles of gas. Hello? I've literally told this girl, like, do not leave the tank this long, but she never listens. I started a new book on my Kindle called The Message by Ta-Nehisi Coates. I do this all the time where I'll be in the middle of like 3 books and then all of a sudden a new book just catches my eye. But I was listening to the New York Times podcast where Ezra Klein interviewed Ta-Nehisi Coates on The Message and kind of his experience going to Palestine and just writing about what he saw there. In the book, The Message, it focuses on his time in Senegal as well as Palestine and just talking about the apartheid and just kind of experiencing and witnessing the apartheid firsthand for the first time. After that interview, I immediately went and downloaded the book. That was just one of the most interesting interviews that I have listened to. It was one of the few productive conversations about the apartheid and about the genocide. I think that it was definitely a very helpful conversation in comparison to a lot of the conversations that have been had in mainstream media when it comes to the apartheid and the genocide. Even just reading the comments, you could see the impact that an interview and a conversation like that has. I've been wanting to get into Ta-Nehisi Coates for a while. So many people have recommended Between the Worlds and Me and have described him as like the modern day Toni Morrison. Now I understand why. He has just such a breathtaking way with words. Like, I'm also listening to his interview right now with Trevor Noah on the What Now podcast, and he was talking about how like whenever he's writing, he always tries to write in a way that actually engages the readers, because it's like He understands that his readers could be doing a million other things. He understands his readers could be on social media or watching a show, but like you're as a reader taking time to read his work. And so he really puts time into like the craft of the way that he expresses his ideas, and you see it in every single sentence and every single word. I feel like in that way I understand why people compare him to like Toni Morrison, because whenever you're reading Toni Morrison, it's like everything she writes is so carefully constructed and crafted, and he just has such a way of looking at the world and expressing it across the pages that is just so breathtaking. I'm only 23% through the message, but I'm obsessed and I had to share it because I feel like this is such an important read. And also too, one of the things he talks about is the fact that it's such a travesty that like this is probably right now the most prominent book about Palestine. And he talks about, you know, how it is such an injustice that there is such a lack of Palestinian voices kind of pushed to the forefront, which I feel like is so timely given the fact that this week I think Netflix took down 19 different films and documentaries about Palestine and from Palestinian voices. Like you actively see such an erasure of the Palestinian narrative across the media. There was also that whole interview yesterday on CNN, which like I feel like this is such a clear example of how Palestinians and people who are really just vocal about apartheid and the genocide are just continuously dismissed and are met with violent rhetoric. It's like you're automatically labeled an extremist. I think it's moments like yesterday's and seeing that conversation on CNN that really show exactly what happens and how far we will go if we don't do anything to stop the bias that's happening in mainstream media. And I know eventually we will get to a point where we're looking back on the way that the media is talking about and covering this with disgust. We are seeing what is actually happening on social media. Things are being documented even if they're not being talked about in an accurate light in mainstream media. Like we are seeing videos and photos and footage of like what is actually happening on social media. So eventually we're gonna look back on this time, and as a collective there is going to be an unpacking of the way that this whole narrative has been spun in a way that is completely biased and intentional. But anyways, that's just been on my mind recently. I feel like there's just been a lot this week. It's like election week next Tuesday, and I'm already dreading the chaos that's going to ensue with that. I actually remember the 2020 election so vividly. It was the most stressful, chaotic week. I'm already bracing myself for what's in store next week because I already know it's gonna just be so much chaos. I'm really not looking forward to it. Harima and I are about to go to Capital One Cafe to study. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm wearing these like slacks that I got from H&M recently. They're so comfy and cute. I actually wanted to wear these with my gray and blue Berkeley crew neck because I was going for a very specific vibe that I've seen on Pinterest that I've been wanting to recreate, but it's like a vintage crew neck with slacks and New Balances or like any type of dad shoe. I don't know if you guys know what I mean, but I wanted to wear my other Berkeley crew neck because it has more of that vintage look, but fortunately she's been borrowing it like crazy, so I just went with my brown one. But I feel like this is a fall moment, you know? I did a time section this morning here, so I'm gonna review that and then do some drilling. Let's go get some work done. You wanna try it? Honestly, good. Apparently Capital One Cafe is doing free drinks this entire week for the World Series, so I'm going back to Capital One Cafe this morning. The weather is finally cooling down. I woke up and it's 55 degrees. What is this? This is the fall weather I've been waiting for. I've just been waiting for the weather to get to this point where I can like finally start dressing up warmer, and it's still back and forth for sure. Like I think, yeah, today's a low of 49, high of 70, but that's good for SoCal. If I was in Berkeley around this time of year, like the puffer jacket would be out. So I'm like getting used to that again. but I'm excited for it to just continuously keep on getting cooler. My thing is, I hope I found a table, because I will say yesterday it was a little bit chaotic and crazy, but one of the workers was telling me to come in the morning. So hopefully 9:30 is early enough. It is so weird to be here during the week on a weekday. No one is here, and I'm so used to just coming here on the weekends. I am about to head out for Jumu'ah. I'm wearing this denim skirt. A friend gave it to me because it didn't fit her. It was a little bit too long, which I've been looking for a denim skirt that's longer, because my denim skirt from Cotton On that I always wear was definitely designed for like 5'3", 5'5" girls, and I'm 5'7". It is really not making the cut, but this denim skirt is like floor length. Like, it is almost too tall. I paired it with my belt that I got from Amazon that I showed you guys in my last vlog, wearing my Bottega bag. I'm going to Jumu'ah, but afterwards I'm going to go study, so I'm going to bring my laptop. It's been a couple weeks since I've gone to Jumu'ah, so I'm excited to get back into the grind and into the cycle of going to Jumu'ah. Going to Jumu'ah has just been a priority that I've been really wanting to make important in my life. I feel like every time that I get into the routine of like going to Jumu'ah, my life just feels so much more grounded. I feel like a sense of purpose. These past couple weeks have been really busy, and it's been hard to kind of like fit Jumu'ah into my Fridays, but I really wanted to make it a priority to go this week, so I'm going with my friend. We're gonna go to Rahma Center. I always love their program. They're a newer masjid. They're in Lake Forest if you're in Orange County. I think the last time I went was this summer. They're working on expanding the whole building. They bought this like huge building in like a parking lot. I'm pretty sure they're working on expanding the whole place. So right now, the last I saw it, they were just in construction. So I have no idea if the new prayer space is gonna be open, but once it's done, I already know it's gonna look so nice. I'm sure they'll be done by like the next upcoming Ramadan.
People do not open their hearts and look what's in there, because that's not your job. It's not my job. It is between us and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله.
The weather is so nice. We're in this like outdoor patio. I finished my coffee within like 2 seconds. Chill day, but I am about to make a smoothie, and I wanted to share with you guys my new favorite smoothie recipe. Today is Mishwara shoot number 2. I'm so excited. We're shooting at a location in Irvine. This is going to be our second collection. We have 12 different hijabs. This is actually one of the ones that is going to be dropping. So we're going to be dropping on November 16th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on mishwara.com. Shoot days honestly make me nervous and excited. Like, I'm always excited and it's always really fun, but I'm always so nervous leading up to it, just in terms of the planning and everything. I want to show you guys like a little behind the scenes of like what goes into the planning, because I haven't really been able to show you guys as much as I've wanted to with the behind the scenes of production and everything, just because like pretty much all the production is done in Mauritania. So when the scarves come here, they're like completely ready to go. So these are the slides that I made for the shoot. I usually like to make a set of slides to send out to all of the models, so they kind of get a feel for like what the vision is and what the vibe is. This is kind of our inspiration. All these photos are from Pinterest. So these are kind of just like the vibes of the brand and the vibes we try to go for. I usually include a slide of like what to wear. We usually tell them to wear like black, whites, neutrals for like the actual clothes. Wearing neutrals is a lot more versatile when you're like modeling the different scarves. So usually like a neutral base, black, whites, creams, neutrals. We don't have pictures of this latest collection. So I just put in like a slide of like some of our older styles. I feel like the hardest thing when it comes to modeling is definitely like knowing how to pose. So I always like to collect like a couple inspo pics on like different poses in the moment. So while we're shooting, we have like a reference of like different poses, because I know that helps for myself when it comes to like posing. I know it can get a little bit awkward. And then I always like to plan out all of the different shots. So like I have all of the different scarves and then like how many people we need in each shot, just to kind of have like a shot checklist. This is honestly really helpful in the moment just because like a lot is going on. We're stressed out. And it's easy to kind of just like follow kind of a checklist as we're shooting. Usually when we're shooting, my sister's shooting the pictures and then I'm getting video content. So I'm like taking videos and things for TikTok and Instagram to make like perform content. And I'll usually help her by just like directing the shot. So I'll tell her, okay, we're gonna do this scarf with this many people, and then kind of helping her with staging everything. One thing we've learned from the first shoot is that she's definitely really good at like styling the hijab style, whereas I kind of struggle with that a lot. Like I can style hijab on myself, but I really do struggle with styling hijab on other people. It's like when you're doing makeup, when you're good at doing makeup on yourself, or you're good at doing hair, your own hair, but it's like hard for other people. So typically Ruqya will be the one to kind of like direct the hijab style a little bit more, and then I'll just more be helping out with like the staging and just kind of the overall direction of like, okay, we need these shots. Also, because I run the website and like all of the other social media and everything, I kind of have a better idea of like what shots we kind of need and like the vision in terms of that. So I feel like that kind of works out the best. And then usually we prioritize photo content and everything, getting all of those main shots. At the end, if we have time and we have energy, we'll make a couple TikToks, but like priority is definitely getting stuff for the website and for Instagram. Our shoot today is at 2. We did 2 last time. Usually people are a little bit late, so I feel like 2 is a good start time. It took a few hours last time. I'm hoping things will go a little bit more smooth. I guess this is technically like our 4th because we did 2 other content days that were like more casual. But I'm hoping things will just run a little bit more smoothly because we kind of know the rundown and everything, and it should be fairly easy. I'm happy though because our last like main shoot that we did was over the summer and it was so hot. It was during a heat wave and it was like 100 degrees out. So today's actually pretty chilly. Today is going to be a high of 69, so it's going to be a lot chillier, which is going to be nice. I am a little bit worried that the sun might not be out because it was super overcast yesterday and it rained yesterday, but I think when I checked the weather, it said that it shouldn't be raining today and it was going to be sunny. Yeah, it says it's going to be sunny all of today. I'm going to go grab the bins of all the scarves because I want to show you guys like what all the scarves look like. So these are all organized, ironed, and sorted for the shoot in these little bins. So I'm not going to be able to show you guys, like pull them apart and show you guys them. But I kind of want to just like show you guys all the different styles that we're going to have since I have them all organized here. I think we're gonna call this one Zirat. We like kind of decided on the names for everything, but we don't have everything perfectly finalized. A lot of the times I feel like the names, they come from like discussion and like talking about it, but I feel like the vibe of each scarf really comes alive at the actual shoot itself. This one is red and orange, and I feel like this one is like the perfect fall color. Like I'm obsessed. This is a style called salad. So a lot of these are salad. I think we're gonna call this the salad collection because I think all 10 of the 12 scarves that we're gonna be dropping are in this like same salad style. This one is so pretty. I think this is definitely one of my favorites, and I feel like it's just such a beautiful fall color. The next one is in the same salad style, and this one is called turquoise stone. This one just reminds me of like those rings that you find at like jewelry shops. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? And I feel like this is just such a beautiful, vibrant, like bluish color. I know everyone's been asking for a restock of Sahrawi pink. We're working on it. We really tried to restock Sahrawi pink, but for now we have another version of it called Sahrawi rose. So it's the same salad style as Sahrawi pink, but it's like a little bit lighter. And I think Sahrawi pink is more like of a hotter magenta pink, whereas this is more of like a blush pink. But this one is just super vibrant. I'm really excited about this one. I feel like a lot of people really love the pinks. The next one is Desert Amber. This is just another fall one. This one is like brown, yellow, and like a dark brownish color, also in a salad style. This next one is very similar to Turquoise Stone, but this one is called Aqua Stone, so very similar, but this is like a lighter blue, and then instead of it being like blue and like this like grayish brown color, it's like more of like a blue on blue kind of moment. I'm trying to not mess these up for the shoot because my mom ironed these like crisp. So this next bin, these are the two rope styles. The style rope is a very popular style in Mauritania. It's the one that I'm wearing. So you have this purple one, and then we have this one called Desert Spice. So it's also like the rope style but a little bit looser. This one is more of like a tighter rope style, and this one's like a mauvey light-ish brown. So I feel like this is a really pretty like neutral. Oh my god, this one is one of my favorites. This is Dimi Green. It's this beautiful like forest green. There's this more famous Mauritanian singer named Dimi, and she used to wear green all the time, so we named this scarf after her. And I feel like this is also just like a pretty fall color. I can't remember what we named this one, but we have another salad one that's like black cream and it has like splotches of pink. I want to say this one was like Desert Stone or something like that. Again, we're still figuring out the names of everything. This next one is called Saffron Marble. Again, in the salad style, it's this like baby yellow-ish color. It's a very, very pale shade of yellow. And then this like lavender cloudy color and chocolate brown. This one is also just so gorgeous. Like, I am obsessed with this one. Another one of our salad ones, it's chocolate brown. It has splotches of pink, and it also has that like pale yellow color in the last one. To answer a couple of you guys' questions, we've been getting a lot of the same DMs over and over again. One that we've been getting a lot, are we going to be bringing back older styles or styles from the soft launch? We're working on potentially restocking some of those styles from the soft launch, so stay tuned for that in our next drop, inshallah. There's no confirmation yet on like which styles we're going to be bringing back, but we are definitely going to, inshallah, be bringing back some of the older styles from the previous collections. And if there are any styles you guys want to see come back, DM us at Mishwara Collective and let us know over there, because it's honestly really helpful when you guys let us know like which ones you guys want to see restock. We're trying to work on restocking as many as possible of previous designs, but keep in mind, because this is a handmade process, nothing we drop is guaranteed to ever come back necessarily. Another question we get a lot is about shipping, and right now we're just still shipping to the US and Canada. Inshallah, we'd love to expand to international shipping, but for now we're just shipping to the US and Canada. There have been a lot of questions about the material. The material is all gauze, but in this salad collection, some of these are going to be thicker gauze, so we're going to be specifying which ones on the website are thicker gauze and which ones are thinner gauze. The Sahrawi pink scarf from the soft launch was also thick gauze, so it's the same material, it's just like a little bit thicker, but it's that same material still. In general, we always get a lot of questions like, when is the next restock? When are you guys planning the next restock? When I tell you guys, we announce our drop dates and our restock dates as soon as we possibly can. So if you want to stay up to date and just follow us on our Instagram and TikTok, because we keep you guys up to date on that. You guys can also sign up for our email list to get notified. There's a Google form, I'll link it in the description box, but you can also find it on our Instagram in our highlights as well. Yeah, I'm really excited for this salad collection because salad is just like such a quintessential Mauritanian West African style. Like, it is so West Af core, and one of the things that we really wanted to do with Mishwara is just bring Mauritanian West African styles to the hijab. These scarves are definitely statement pieces. It's like, when you're wearing these, the hijab is the outfit. We're about to head out. I think I'm gonna wear my black sambas.
This is my first Mishwara shoot.
Okay.
Get it while you can.
No, these are too good.